Welcome to Crimson Connection, where we visit with your favorite coaches and players. And I'm joined today by Seawell, the head coach of the Alabama men's golf team. Coach, how's everything going?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, Chris.
Excellent, Coach. Thank you for being here. You're 2 events into the season so far. What have you been able to take away from this season, and what are some positives that you take away from it?
Well, I think the biggest positive is that Scott Strohmeyer, how he's really stepped up. We lost Hunter Hamrick, so we knew we lost one of our top 4 players, and we were wondering who would be that person who would really want to step into that role that he left on the golf course and off the golf course in the leadership. And Scott, being a 5th-year senior, has done a really nice job there. He played last year in the NCAAs, and so he's got the experience. But he's really stepped up his game, and I think the respect the players have for him have really helped off the golf course also. And so I think that's probably the part I'm the most pleased with, that Scott's is really kind of stepping into that leadership role.
Well, Coach, you recently competed at the Ping Golf Week Preview, and how much does that help to be able to compete right now on the course where the NCAA championships will be held?
I think there were 2 factors. First of all, it does give you an indication of an understanding of the golf course and what to expect a little bit, and we found that out. But you're also going up against the best field in college golf all year, and so it gives you a chance to play on that golf course, and with such great competition, nationally, from everybody from the West Coast being there, and so it really reminds you of how sharp you really need to be in that competition, plus on that golf course. And so we weren't very sharp, to be quite honest with you, and so I think that was a good reminder of that. And then, but also, from a positive standpoint, we got a chance to preview it, take some really good notes, and kind of get an understanding of how to attack the golf course come May.
Coach, you've had a busy fall. You've already 2 tournaments into the season. You've with the U.S. Amateur, and now Justin Thomas playing in the World Amateur. What do you hope to see as you kind of wrap up the fall season?
I'm really wanting to see this team's identity. We are one of the best teams in the country, and so far we haven't really shown that, to be honest with you. And so, we're challenging the guys these next 2 weeks to we want to see that team. Are we going to be that team? And I know we're probably a little fatigued through the summer and all the stuff that Justin's having to go through and Bobby went through with the summer, but still, Alabama golf is a standard, and we need to kind of play to that standard. And so the next 2 weeks will be a good indication if we're going to be that type of team.
Coming up, you have a home matchup, your only home event of the season, the Jerry Pate Invitational. That's on October the 15th there at Vestavia Hills. Just talk about that event and how excited are you to be able to hold a home event?
First of all, very excited. Give a chance to, we don't play in Bryant-Denny 8 times a year. We play 1 time in Alabama, and so it does give our chance to the people who really pull for Alabama golf to see our team. And so we always have nice crowds out there, and we hope that we can get more and people get a chance to see free golf and some of the best players in the world. And then also, it's one of the best tournaments. I think last year they said it was the 10th, toughest schedule in all of tournament in all of college golf. And so it's great competition. Old Overton's a great golf course, and so we look forward to that. We're honored that Mr. Pate is, one of our alumni, and that he is willing to give back and help our university and want to run a college tournament. And so we look forward to it, and we need to get back on the winning track there. It's been a couple of years since we've won.
Right. What does this tournament mean to your program to be able to hold this here at home? But then also, like you said, it's named after Jerry Pate, and just what does he mean to this program?
Well, he's still our most decorated alumni, with the U.S. Open and the Players Championship, and he's still a vital part of what we do. I mean, I talked to him 2 days ago. He's really ingrained to our program. He really follows it and wants to do whatever he can to help it, and so to continue. And I think he's just been a trailblazer to our guys that are still on tour. The Bud Collies and the Michael Thompsons, the Jason Bones and the Dickie Prides. He's kind of set the standard of giving back and and continue to remember what Alabama was to him in special. And so, we're excited that his name is on the tournament, that he wants to host a tournament. I think it's our 25th year. His 25th year, and so like I said, it just helps bring an identity to Alabama golf nationwide.
As you said, Coach, this is one of the best tournaments in the country, and Alabama fans have a chance to come out on October the 15th and 16th to Old Overton Golf Course there in Vestavia Hills to cheer on the Tide and see some great golf.
Yeah, it really is, and you get to see tomorrow's stars. The Ryder Cup, several of those guys have played in that tournament, and so that was it's a really cool factor to have, and so you get like I said, you get to walk the fairways right beside the like I said, tomorrow's PGA future stars.
All right, fans will come out and cheer on the Tide and watch some great golf on October the 15th and 16th there in Vestavia Hills. For Coach Jay Seawell, I'm Christopher England for Crimson Tide Connection.